Hey everyone, welcome back to ChaatNChat. My name is Josh.
My name is Mikhail.
And we're watching With Love.
With Love.
And this is part 3. So if you haven't seen 1 or 2 yet.
Ooh, okay. Go to the description below. Check out the playlist link there. That'll play part 1, part 2, and then you can come here for part 3. It's all easy.
And if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing to the channel, sharing the video, and upvote it by slapping the like button.
இந்த டெக்கீரோன்னா யாரு?
ஏன் கேக்குற?
இன்ஸ்டாகிராம்ல அவனோட கமெண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் பின் பண்ணியிருந்தீங்க. அதுக்கு லைக்ஸ் கூட போட்டிருந்தீங்க. அதான்
ஆக்சுவலி அவன் என்னோட தீவிர ஃபேன்.
அவன் எதுக்கு எனக்கு ரெக்வெஸ்ட் கொடுக்குறான்?
உனக்கு ரெக்வெஸ்ட் கொடுத்தானா?
Oh?
வென்னர்மன். அவனை லவ் பண்றான் போல.
So trying to get to know the competition.
சரி என்னன்னு டெக்ஸ்ட் பண்ணா?
Could he ever get over that she's so famous that people just randomly text her?
Sorry.
Oh, he does that little shy boy thing.
Oh boy. This does not turn out well for anybody.
என்ன பண்ற?
டவர்ல ஃபோன் இல்லங்க. அத அர்ஜென்ட்டா ஆபீஸ்க்கு கால் பண்ணி பாஸ்ட்ட பேச போறேன்.
கால் பண்ணுமா?
டெக்கீரோ.
You know what that means in Spanish?
Your boyfriend?
That name?
No.
I want you.
Oh, like yo quiero.
Yo quiero, but it's...
My would be.
Or you want. It all depends on the context of the sentence. But... oh,
Aww. Imagine if all streetlights
you
were
overslept. We're late.
சி, எந்திரி. எதுக்கு என் ஃபோன் எடுத்து பார்த்த?
ஃபோன் பேச?
அசிங்கமா பொய் சொல்லாத. என் இன்ஸ்டாகிராம் உள்ள போய் மெசேஜ் படிச்சிருக்க. மறுபடியும் அசிங்கமா பொய் சொல்லாத. நான் மெசேஜ் ஓபன் பண்ணல, இப்போ ஓபன் ஆயிருக்கு.
சாரி மோனிஷா, would be. Oh, sorry baby. தெரியாம ஓபன் பண்ணிருக்கேன்.
வெளிய போ.
Yeah, that's a trust issue.
சரி நான் போறேன்.
ஏய் இரு போகாத, நானே போறேன்.
Oh, got your own room now, dude.
The number you're calling is currently switched off.
Or blocked your number.
She went to the party without him.
Santosh, your favorite song?
Like how she just walks right by him without even looking at him.
Oh, those are a lot of shots.
It's a fancy looking drink. she felt his look too.
I feel the bad juju right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they rode in the same taxi, so you exist but you don't.
Hey man, that's so depressing.
She's deciding.
Well, practice what you preach.
அப்படி என்ன பண்ணிட்ட? உன்கிட்ட கேட்ட என்ன பேசுனீங்கன்னு நீ சொல்லல. எனக்கு தலைய வெடிச்சிரும் போல ஆயிடுச்சு.
Dude, you can't be using this whole head explode. I would just let your head explode.
எனக்கு ஏதோ அந்த டைம்ல ஒரு பயங்கர இன்செக்யூரிட்டி ஃபீல் வந்துருச்சு. அந்த பயத்தை எப்படி ஹேண்டில் பண்றதுன்னு தெரியல. இதெல்லாம் எனக்கு வேற பொண்ணுங்கள்ட்ட வந்தது இல்ல.
We're learning that you can't deal with a lot of your feelings.
சாரி மோனிஷா, ப்ளீஸ்.
இனிமே இப்படி பண்ண மாட்டல்ல?
சத்தியமா மாட்டேன்.
உன்னை எப்படி நம்புறது?
ஏன்னா
7-10 மணி வரை இல்லை.
Oh, does he give good hugs? It's like,
Maybe.
I guess that's where. She's like, well, that came on a little fast. Oh, he must have had a really good hug.
What? Dude, you're like...
He's so shy. It'd be great if she just gave him a giant hickey on the side of his face. Oh my gosh, he is so
dude.
so awkward.
அடி பார்க்காத வெக்கமா இருக்கு.
ஏய், நேத்து we were drunk. அவ்வளவுதான்.
But it was special to me. It's almost like they've reversed the traditional roles.
எப்படிண்ணா இருக்கீங்க?
நீ எப்படிடா இருக்க?
சூப்பரா இருக்கேண்ணா.
ஆமா இங்க என்ன பண்ற?
ஸ்டாஃப்ண்ணா.
Oh, wow.
இது மோனிஷா.
ஓ ஹாய், நான் ஜாஃபர், சத்யானோட ஜூனியர்.
நல்லா தெரியும். நம்மால கேம்பியன் பசங்க கிட்ட இருந்து காப்பாத்தின தெய்வம் தானே.
There we
she-
go.
எனக்கு உங்ககிட்ட ஒரு ஹெல்ப் மட்டும் வேணும்.
என்ன ஹெல்ப்?
He's like,
This is a weird idea.
செம்ம ஐடியாங்க. ஆக்சுவலி எனக்கும் என் பழைய கேர்ள் ஃப்ரெண்டை பார்க்கணும் போல இருக்கு.
see?
அனிஷாக்கா லாஸ்ட் வீக் தான் ஃபாரின்லேருந்து வந்திருக்காங்க. கன்சீவாக இருக்காங்க, செகண்ட் பேபி.
ஜாஃபர் பெல் அடிச்சிருச்சு. கிளாஸ் ரூம் பார்க்கலாமா?
போய் பாருங்கண்ணா.
At least put like a visitor badge on or something, so you're
Yeah,
not
you
just
would
like
think.
some
Just roll
creeper walking through the hallways.
Yeah.
That always is such a interesting feeling, walking into a place like that, like an old classroom. So much history.
இன்னைக்கு 7 PM சீக்கிங்ஸ். அனிஷா கிட்ட பேசிட்டு வரேன்னு சொல்லிருக்காங்க.
Oh boy.
என்னடா தம் அடிக்கணுமா?
தம்மெல்லாம் போய் விட்டேன்.
Nice.
Very big for you.
You just got to face those fears. That's how you
Yeah.
get closure.
That's right.
Oh, dude. Oh, the doggy knows he needs help.
போயிடலாம் மோனிஷா, ப்ளீஸ் 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 ப்ளீஸ்.
What you gotta verbalize more than I just can't.
இந்த மீட்டிங்க்கு அப்புறம் நிஜமா you will feel better.
There's some things that you just gotta tough it out.
And then you can laugh about it later.
Exactly. Laugh about it or say that's the best thing that I ever did. And look at her just light up.
சத்யா எப்படி இருக்க? வாங்க.
Oh, so cute.
நம்ம போய் ஐஸ்கிரீம் வாங்கலாமா?
So,
லைஃப் எல்லாம் நல்லா போகுதா?
நல்லா போகுது. உனக்கு அங்கெல்லாம் செட் ஆயிடுச்சா?
பழகிடுச்சு.
this is the most they've ever talked in,
Yeah.
I think, their whole childhood.
பார்த்து ரொம்ப நாள் ஆச்சுல, அதான் சும்மா மீட் பண்ணலான்னு.
ஓ அவ்வளோதானா அப்போ?
She kind of already, I think, suspects.
என்கிட்ட வேற ஏதாவது கேட்கணுமா?
He's like, the look he gave her, like, how much do you know?
வேற என்ன சொன்னா?
நீ எதுக்கு கால் பண்ணுவேன்னு சொன்னா? சத்யா எனக்கு தெரியும் சத்யா போவே.
தெரியும்னா எப்படி?
Dude.
எங்களை யார் எப்படி பார்க்குறான்னு எங்களுக்கு நல்லாவே தெரியும்.
Right.
நீ என்கிட்ட நேரில் பேசவே மாட்டே. எஃபியில் மட்டும் தான் பேசுவ. நேரில் யாரோ மாறி இருப்ப. அழகான மெமரிஸில் அப்போ வலியாக இருந்ததெல்லாம் இப்போ வேற ஒன்றா இருக்கு.
For you, maybe. He still is, it's hurting him. Oh.
உன் பர்த்டே அன்னைக்கு வந்துட்டு கொடுக்கணும்னு ரொம்ப ஆசையாக செஞ்சேன்.
ரொம்ப அழகா இருக்கு சத்யா. எப்படி பண்ண?
கூகுள் டிரான்ஸ்லேட்டில் உன் பேர் போட்டு.
Oh, wow. That's creative.
இது என்ன பொட்டு?
அது பிளைண்ட் லாங்குவேஜ். கண்ணு தெரியாதவங்க கூட உன் பேரை படிக்கணும்னு.
இதெல்லாம் அவனுக்கு முன்னாடி எனக்கு கொடுத்து தொலைச்சிருக்க வேண்டியதானே. வேஸ்ட் பண்ணிட்டே போ.
Yeah.
Well, you're with the wrong guy.
ஐயோ ஒருத்தர் இவ்வளோ ரசிச்சிருக்கான்றதே நான் நம்பவே முடியல.
Because you didn't speak up, dude. See?
And as she said, missed opportunities.
Missed opportunity,
Okay.
yeah.
It's kind of like, remember that movie 96 that we watched?
Yeah.
சாமிநாதன் சார் கிட்ட தடவை அடி வாங்குறேன். பெஞ்சில் உட்காந்தப்போ நீ கூட பார்த்து.
He recovered that.
Yeah. That memory meant a lot to him.
Yeah.
So
என்ன சொல்ல?
நீ என்ன சொல்ல வந்தியோ சொல்லு.
தைரியம் வரல.
நான் உங்ககிட்ட இருந்து கேட்கணும் சொல்லு.
come on, it's basically out in the open.
Yeah.
Just verbalizing it now, like everyone knows.
And maybe this will get him over his hump of whatever.
ஐ லவ் யூ நிஷா.
Or loved.
சாரி சத்யா, கல்யாணம் ஆயிடுச்சு.
Well, asking it knowing that it couldn't be reciprocated is a little bit easier.
And
Right?
it released a lot of the magic around it.
Yeah. Well, especially that I think he's starting to realize that she did have feelings for him, and
Right.
that timing just didn't work out, and you move on.
She's saying, dude, see?
நீங்கள் ரெண்டு பேரும் ரொம்ப அழகாக இருக்கீங்க சீக்கிரமாக get into real life அதுவும் நல்லா இருக்கும்
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and I think he's ready now for sure.
Oh, that's a great photo.
சத்யா பாய்
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so symbolic. I
yeah.
love that frame. Like the slide, and this is his new.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was so good.
how do you feel எப்படி இருந்துச்சு
இப்போ அனிஷா ஓகே சொன்னாலும் நான் எல்லாத்தையும் விட்டு போயிடுறேன்.
But not.
ஹஸ்பண்ட் கிட்ட கேட்கணும் அப்புறம் அந்த குட்டி பையன் கிட்டே
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that little boy's not going to let that happen.
தேங்க்யூ.
நான் சொன்னேன்ல ஒன்ஸ் இன் அ லைஃப் டைம் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் இதெல்லாம்
Now it's her turn.
Yeah, now it's her turn.
Oh, the turn away. Will he turn?
Don't turn away.
Oh. What's up?
I see you. I see you. It should have been it should have been a head wobble.
நீ எப்போ இருந்து தம்பிட்ட கூடவே இருக்கு எனக்கே தெரியல
அன்னைக்கு ட்ரெயினில் அடித்தேன்ல அதான் கடைசி தான்.
எப்படியா அடிச்சிருவேன்
கண்டிப்பாக மாட்டேன்.
எப்படி நம்புறது
எனக்கு என் பொண்ணு கூட ரொம்ப நாள் இருக்கணும்.
Oh.
Got good lines. I mean, he's always had good lines.
உன்னையா நிஷிக்காவையும் பார்த்தோன்னே எனக்கும் பாலாஜி பார்க்கணும் ரொம்ப ஆசையாக இருக்கு
கவலையே படாதீங்க, கண்டிப்பாக நான் அவளை கூட்டு போகிறேன்.
Is he still banished to his own room?
Yeah.
Is he writing her name and his name?
Oh, no, you know what this is? It's flames.
I don't know this.
No, it's. I think I've never seen it outside of India, but basically, you write both your names, and then you cross out the letters that you have in common.
ஏன் அதுக்குள்ளே எழுப்பி விட்ட
பாலாஜியை கண்டுபிடிச்சாச்சு.
போய் சொல்லாத
நிஜமாக தான் கிளம்பு.
ஒழுங்கே எல்லாத்தையும் எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணுற சொல்லிட்டேன்
Oh, it doesn't sound the way he approached it. I don't think it's as good.
ஒருவேளை அவன் ப்ரப்போசல் அக்செப்ட் பண்ணிட்டா என்ன பண்ணுவ?
நீ சொன்னது
Oh, that's what he's worried about. Oh. Hopefully she was. Oh no! Is it him? Is that how he found him?
Maybe.
Is Tequero?
ஹலோ.
சார் உங்களுக்கு எனக்கு தெரியாது பட் இருந்தாலும் உங்கள்கிட்ட கொஞ்சம் பர்சனலாக பேசணும்.
சொல்லுங்கள்.
நீங்களும் மனுஷன் லவ் பண்ணுறீங்களா இல்லை இது அரேஞ்ச் மேரேஜா?
புரியல, எதுக்கு இதெல்லாம் கேட்குறீங்க?
Is that Balaji?
மோனிஷாவை ரொம்ப வருஷமாக லவ் பண்ணுறேன், ஆனால் அதை சொல்ல தைரியம் வரல. இப்போ அவள் லவ் பண்ணுறேன்னா நான் அவளை டிஸ்டர்ப் பண்ண மாட்டேன், இல்லை இது அரேஞ்ச் தானா இன்னமும் வெயிட் பண்ண மாட்டேன்.
ரொம்ப வருஷம்னா எப்போலேருந்து?
நான் 10th படிக்கும் போதுலேருந்து.
Yeah.
Well,
He's Balaji, maybe.
பேர் என்ன?
பாலாஜி.
And now he's gotten so close with her
that
that
is an
he's
awesome
personally
picture.
walking her because he doesn't want to be the guy that his friend was to him.
Definitely.
உனக்கு தைரியம் சொன்னா சத்தியமா முடியல எக்ஸாமுக்கு படிச்சிட்டே கேட்டுருவேணும்னு பயமா இருக்கு
That's what the awkward question she asked him
Yeah.
before.
சத்யா கூடவே இருடா நான் அதை சொல்லிடுவேன்
இது உன்னோட மொமெண்ட், நீ தான் ஃபேஸ் பண்ணு.
Yeah. And all of the
ஹாய் மோனிஷா, எப்படி இருக்க? சத்யா உள்ள வாங்க.
இல்லை, ஃபோன் பேசணும்னா போயிட்டு வந்துடுறேன்.
Oh boy.
எப்படி இருக்க?
terrified.
She can't even talk.
என்ன பண்ற
சினர்ஜியில் மார்க்கெட்டிங் ஹெட்டாக இருக்கேன். And I also want to start up. So it's going good.
Oh yeah, it is. Man, Balaji's put together. He's got the job, he's got the looks, he's obviously got a really nice flat.
அப்படியே இருக்கு பாலாஜி ஆனா இப்ப சிட்டி பேசுது
Probably very smart and
ஒரு நிமிஷம் இருக்கியா? I want to show you something.
I wonder how she'd feel about him being the guy on Instagram.
he still has the
what is it called? A slam book?
slam
book?
slam back.
Something like that?
Slam book, yeah. What did he write in there, I wonder?
Was it just a journal about everything that he saw her go through?
Maybe.
ஏன்டா என்கிட்ட பேசல?
Because I wasn't a talking guy.
கடைசி நாள் கொடுக்கலான்னு வந்தேன். ஆனால் எக்ஸாம் முடிஞ்சோடனே கிளம்பிட்டேன்.
Oh, that's their missed.
அதுக்கு என்ன உனக்கு?
நான் நினைக்கிறதா நீயும் நினைக்கிறேன்னு எனக்கு. இப்போ வரைக்கும் வேற ஒரு ஆளை நான் பார்த்துட்டு தான் இருக்கேன்.
He's gonna show her. How is she gonna? Oh man.
ஹலோ
Appa. Okay, don't read the signal. Like she is not.
Don't interpret it as anything.
It's true. That's why you slapped your teacher. So she looked like she wasn't hugging him back so affectionately.
Yeah.
என்னாச்சு கேட்குறேன்ல என்னாச்சு?
பிபி அதிகமாகி கீழே விழுந்துட்டாரு.
வீட்ல சாப்பிட்டு சும்மா இருக்கிறது அப்படி என்ன வலிக்குது? எங்க போனாலும் நிம்மதியே இல்லை.
எனக்கு நினைவு தெரிஞ்சிலிருந்தே நான் அந்த ஒரு வேலையை தான் செஞ்சுக்கிட்டு இருக்கேன். என்னால இதெல்லாம் செய்யாம இருக்க முடியலப்பா.
Yeah.
If it becomes your identity, it'd be hard to give up.
உங்க அம்மா என் கூட இருக்கிறதா நினைப்பு வருது. அதுக்காகவே என்ன வேணாலும் செய்யலாம்னு தோணுது.
ஏன் இதெல்லாம் முன்னாடியே சொல்ல?
நான் சொல்றதை கேட்கறதுக்கு யார் இருக்கா?
என்னைக்கதும் அப்பா கிட்ட கேட்டிருக்கியா?
Yeah. Again, that lack of communication.
You need Monisha in your life because she steers this ship correctly.
Yeah. She's the life interrogator.
அப்பாவுக்கு ஒரு ஹோட்டல் ஆரம்பிச்சிடலாம், சரியா இருக்கும்.
ஏன்டா மோனிஷாவோட ஃபோன் எடுக்கல? என்னாச்சு? அவ எனக்கு ஃபோன் பண்ணா. உன்கிட்ட ஏதோ பேசணுமாமே. உன் ஃபோன் ஏன் ஸ்விட்ச் ஆஃப்ல இருக்குன்னு என்கிட்ட கேட்டா.
He
Again,
is
jumping to conclusions. You're never learning your lesson.
என்னாச்சு உனக்கு? அவளை விட்டா வேற பொண்ணா இல்ல? உனக்கு பொண்ணு பக்கம் தான் நாங்கெல்லாம் இருக்கோம். அவ என்ன சொல்றான்னு கேளுடா. அவ டிசிஷன் எதுவா இருந்தாலும் அதை ரெஸ்பெக்ட் பண்ணு.
And that's really what it's all about. You don't know until you ask. And if you make assumptions, you'll always lose. Right?
That's right.
சத்யா இவ்வளவு வாட்டி கால் பண்றது. பாலாஜி என்ன லவ் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்க?
கங்க்ராட்ஸ். நான் அப்புறம் பேசுறேன், எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் வேலை இருக்கு. பை.
Oh. Dude. You cut her off?
That is not the advice your sister just gave you.
Nope. You didn't ask anything. You just made a statement back at her.
See, the less is like, didn't you just get over this? You need to tell her exactly how you feel, because this entire time, the two of them traveling around doing all this stuff, he was getting very close with her. And if you were honest about those feelings,
and she was doing pretty good at being able to pull things out of him, or at least ask him questions that come back and haunt him. It's also, I somehow or another have a view of this weakness that he just gives up right away. It's like if it's not exactly the way he thinks it needs to be, he just gives up and runs away. Yeah, this is all easier for him to do than to actually, do what seems to him to be very, very hard work, which is really not that hard.
Oh, dude, you are a wreck. Like, one hot mess, dude.
Yeah. And it wasn't even a good party. Maybe a good pity party, but not a good party.
Okay.
She gonna be in your face. Nope.
Oh. His
Drogi?
friend? Oh, he made a lot of calls.
வேற என்னடா பேசுனேன்?
Everything.
Oh, he call his troops? He told everybody.
He called everybody.
He called
He's
everybody.
The one that called everyone.
நாங்களாம் பயந்துட்டோம்னா
She's like, dude, she's in a way now going, I missed that one.
Who else did he call? Sister and brother?
எதுக்குடா மாலை வாங்கிட்டு வர சொன்ன?
சாக போறானா? பையன் எப்படி பண்ணி வச்சிருக்கா பாருங்க.
Oh,
this is becoming a house party.
சத்யா
What is he doing there?
Tell him the truth.
சாரி ப்ரோ, நேற்று கால் பண்ணதுக்கு ஏதோ போதையில் பண்ணிட்டேன்.
இல்லை, நீங்கள் கால் பண்ணல.
இல்லையா? அப்புறம் எதுக்கு ப்ரோ இங்கே வந்தீங்க?
தேங்க்ஸ் சொல்ல. ரொம்ப மெமரபிளான டே கொடுத்ததுக்கு.
He's like, dude, I don't want to hear
Yeah, again, he's already thinking in his mind.
கிளம்புங்க, எனக்கு வேற வேலை இருக்கு. கண்டதுக்கெல்லாம் கிரெடிட்ஸ் கொடுத்துட்டு.
நீங்கள் ரொம்ப லக்கி சத்யா. மோனிஷா மாதிரி ஒரு பொண்ணு உங்கள் லைஃப்பில் வந்ததுக்கு.
She trusted you with your mistake, and yet you weren't willing to trust her.
நீ தான் இவ்வளோ நாள் வேற பேர்ல என்ன ஸ்டாக் பண்ணியா?
Yes, I thought maybe she'd be upset about this.
பாலாஜி, எனக்கு என்னமோ மிக்ஸ்ட் ஃபீலிங்கா இருக்கு. என்னால இது ப்ராசஸே பண்ண முடியல.
ஐ லவ் யூ மோனிஷா. லைஃப்ல ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா வாழணும்னு ஆசைப்படுறேன். எப்போ கூட நான் சொல்லியிருக்க மாட்டேன்.
சத்யா என்ன சொன்னா?
என்ன நீ எவ்வளோ லவ் பண்ணுறேன்னு அவன் தான் சொன்னான்.
That is a selfless act.
சத்தியமா இப்போ இல்ல. இப்போ இந்த புது பாலாஜியை பார்க்குறப்பையும் அந்த பழைய பாலாஜி அதான் நான் உன்னை பார்த்து ரசிக்கிறேன்.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is a lot of times you have a vision of them in one moment in time, and you meet them later and you're like, what did I ever see in them?
எனக்கு இப்போ சத்யா தான் பிடிச்சிருக்கு.
Whoa, that's a win.
அவன் கூட ஒரு முழு வாழ்க்கையை வாழணும் ஆசை வந்துச்சு. அந்த ஃபீலிங் எனக்கு அவங்கிட்ட மட்டும் தான் வந்திருக்கு.
Wow. Deki.
எங்க இருக்கா?
வெளில இருக்கா. உன் மேலே செம்ம கோவத்தில் இருக்கா.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet.
Gotta apologize.
சாரி டெக்கி, நேற்று உன் மேலே இந்த கோவத்தில் உன் இன்ஸ்டா அக்கௌண்ட்டை ரிப்போர்ட் பண்ணிட்டேன். சாரியா?
Sorry about that. I was drunk.
He's a wild drunk.
சாரி மோனிஷா.
என்னது?
What was that?
சாரி மோனிஷா, சாரி மோனிஷா. ஏய் மோனிஷா, ப்ளீஸ் ப்ளீஸ் சொன்னேன் கேளு. சாரி. ஏய் மோனிஷா, ப்ளீஸ்.
நான் அப்படியே போயிடுவேன்னு நினச்சிட்டல.
ஏய் அப்படிலாம் இல்லை.
Yes, you did.
என்ன பார்த்து உனக்கு எப்படி தெரியுது?
என்ன பண்ணுறது, அன்னைக்கு அந்த ரூம்ல இருந்து பார்க்குறப்ப ரெண்டு பேரும் கட்டி பிடிச்சணும். நீங்கள் என்ன நினைக்கிறது?
Oh, she does not hold back with that slap either.
அப்போ அந்த கேபில் அவன் ப்ரப்போஸ் பண்ணால் என்ன பண்ணுவான்னு கேட்டதுக்கு பாய் சொல்லிடுவேன்னு சொன்னேன்.
பாய் சொன்னா மறுபடியும் தப்புத்துக்க மாட்டல? ஒரு டிஃபெண்ட் பண்ணிட்டே இருப்பல? மூச்சு போட்டு விட வைக்காத.
சரி தப்பு தான், என்ன பண்ணுறது, பசங்க புத்தி இல்லை ஏன் புத்தி. மோனிஷா சாரி சார்.
You're gonna have to train this guy. It's like she's clearly more mature than he is.
மட்டும் சொல்ல, என்கிட்ட சொல்ல மாட்டல?
ப்ரப்போசல் நான் மைண்டில் நிறைய ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணிச்சிருந்தேன். 1 மினிட். மோனிஷா, உனக்கு என்ன பிடிக்கும் என்ன பிடிக்காது இது எதுவுமே எனக்கு தெரியாது. உனக்கு என்ன பிடிக்குமோ அதை உன்கிட்ட கேட்டு உனக்கு நான் அதை கொடுக்க ட்ரை பண்ணுவேன். எனக்கு ஒரு பாதி இடம் கொடுப்பியா?
Whoa.
உன்னை எப்படி நம்புறது?
Right.
ஏன்னா ஐ லவ் யூ மோனிஷா.
And we know he gives good hugs.
But he doesn't even think about it, someone else seeing that again, Well, that's an interesting four-way, how they all...
டெத்து நாங்கள் ஐஸ் பாக்ஸ் கொண்டு வந்திருக்கோம். எந்த வீடு?
அந்த கிரவுண்ட் ஃப்ளோர். பாடி பேர் சத்யா.
ஓகேக்கா, தேங்க்யூ.
Oh, because he ordered an ice. That was so
பிடிக்கும். வேலை கூட விட்டுரு.
அப்போ சோத்துக்கு என்ன பண்ணுறது?
ஏன்?
Whoa, get you a sugar mama.
உன் கையை பிடிச்சிக்கவா? இல்லை அவன்கிட்ட கேட்டு பிடிக்கலான்னு.
That was sweet. Okay, so
you cross out the letters that are in common,
right.
And then you count the ones that are left.
Right.
And then you can eliminate those letters, and the letter that's left is an M for marriage.
Oh. There'd be a mathematician that would look at that and say that's just wrong. But I get it. It's kind of like the little, whatever it is, those little things. Petals, he loves me now, he loves me.
Right, and that's basically the same thing it is, except a little bit more complicated and involved than just plucking one after another, because then it depends if it's even or odd, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
But this one, so I think F is definitely friends, love, and then A is, man, anger? I don't know. M is marriage, E is enemies, and S is sister. So when you're in school and you have a crush and you write both your names,
then it comes out S and it's sister. You got to treat them like a sister. Okay.
Yeah.
A's.
Maybe it's like anger or something, like aggressive. I don't know. Tell us what A is in the comments.
Yeah, that'd be
I forgot what A is.
I don't know this.
But I think what happened is on the napkin, maybe he wrote her name wrong because then I think he thought her father's name was something. So maybe he wrote her name wrong on the napkin. So when he was crossing it out, he crossed out the wrong letters. And then, but with her real name, then he crossed out the right letters, and then it landed on M for marriage, right? So, and then it all works out. Wow, very sweet movie. It was very well done. I like this whole idea of closing a chapter and getting closure, because some people just really need it to get closure and to put an end to a story. Now for her, she was able to move on a lot easier than he ever was. She had other relationships, but still there was this almost reminiscing about, you know, about what could have been, you know, this guy, and she just wanted to say things that were never said in the past. Not that she would have actually accepted him, even if I think
the slam book back?
I think even if Satya wasn't there and she ran into him and he proposed and stuff, Balaji, I think she still would have like turned away, because she's like, look, I'm
well,
I'm
she
not
said
hung
it.
up in the past.
You're very different now than who I knew back then. And she's changed, he's changed. And that's what happens with a lot of people, is we do very much change. Particularly, they're talking high school age, you know, very, very young love, which can be very, very different after you maybe have had a few relationships pass and you see certain things that I thought I really loved this person, and yes, they were my first love and I loved them in a particular way, but as our relationship developed, I found out elements that this is not what it really, yes, I love them and I have a special place for them in my life and my heart, but they're not the one. And that's sometimes I think what people forget is that, although some people will say, it's like a pair of jeans. You know, once you find the pair of jeans that fits, you don't keep trying on jeans. And I say, this is true, but you got to try on a lot of jeans before you find the pair that fits. Okay? You know? So it's one of those sorts of things. And I think that that's true with a lot of people, that sometimes, and he had a very idealized way of thinking about her. And I was like, dude, I'm not sure that pair of jeans exists.
This jean analogy.
You know,
well, yeah, especially since young love, and when we watched the movie recently called, I think it was just Love, right? Or we just watched it recently, like the love story or something. And basically it was Youth. That's what it was called. Youth.
Youth.
Youth is, it was talking about youthful love, and there's a big difference between that and then when you grow up and you mature and you figure out like what love actually is. And this youthful love is more or less just having these feelings of like, this person, there's just something that draws me to him. I don't know what it is. I don't really know what kind of person they are, but I know I'm in love with them. Right. And you feel that, and you're like, what else is this? It's love. But it's, you know, it might be very different than a love that you might be feeling later on. And so it's something that I think evolves and changes as you know, get older. And for her, she understood that a lot faster than he did. And so for him, I think it was a lot more important to go and get that closure. For her, she was just like, that was fun reminiscing with you guys. Let me do it with Balaji. Not that she totally needed it. I think she was more or less just like, oh my gosh, what are they doing nowadays? Just like me, like for a lot of the kids that I grew up with in school, like I'll go and when we all made, it was about like 5 years ago, all these kids that I haven't seen in like 15 years, and now now seeing what they've been doing, you know, and we all made this big group because one of our teachers from like 6th grade, she posted a picture and just started tagging all of us.
Yeah.
And none of us were connected. So in this school picture, we were all just tagged on Facebook. So then it was like, wait, this person? Oh, I haven't thought about them in ages. Click on them and then you go through their whole profile, you see their stats and stuff. And anyway, it's a very interesting thing to do, and that's her interest, not necessarily she needed this like love chapter in her life.
And a lot of times though, also I think it validates things for you. It's good to sometimes look back at where you were and where you're at and the journey that you've done and everything. I don't think people give that enough credit for themselves. You know, we all change and we all develop different mindsets and attitudes about things. We learn things that we want and don't want and so forth. And so for her, it was probably some validation going back and saying, wow, yeah, I see what I liked about you then, but yeah, this here and now, it's not right. So even though it could have happened then maybe, and we did talk about missed opportunities, and I think that's a whole lot of things. But there are even worse missed opportunities when you don't even try at them. And that, I think, was one of the things that I was getting very frustrated with is, dude, you're jumping to conclusions and you're not even trying. And you're taking the easy way out. It's like, I'm not going to ask because I already know the answer is no. So I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to wallow in pity and cry and do all this other sort of stuff. And, you know, he threw a pity party. Not only did he throw the pity party, but then he called everybody, and everybody. That was very funny, actually. I like that, you know. And the sheer fact that the display case showed up, they called it an ice box, I think.
Yeah,
the ice. I thought that was for the ceremony. I was like, that was a little bit of nice icing on the cake, because that's like the true epitome of a pity party.
For a second, I was like, wait, who died? And then I remember, and it all clicked. I'm like, oh, that is...
Because they brought the
garland and everything.
Yeah. There's a lot of really good themes here that I think they integrated and they wove together quite well.
Yeah.
So I really like this movie. So this is a good one.
Yeah. I think that this movie could be nostalgic for a lot of people, but for us, I think we have a harder time connecting with it because culturally, the childhoods that we have versus the childhoods in India are very different because these are not the stories that like hit home, like they're entertaining for us to watch and to try to like connect with and to understand, because there are so many movies that are about this, that show guys, and I mentioned a couple of them, like 96, it was the same thing, a guy being like super shy and not saying what needed to be said, and you know, and then he missed this opportunity and so many years go by and then she ends up being married and then living abroad and you know, he's living alone and living this like loner kind of life, and it's just really sad to see. And we see so many movies about these like school day times where guys and girls too, it's just like this awkward, for us, I mean, it was just, hey, who's dating who now? Like who, oh yeah, he just proposed to this person, proposed this. I mean, the people were just like willy-nilly like, oh, there's a new girl in our class, I'm gonna go propose to her. And then we'd propose within the next day. So my class is very different.
I think it's very different because again, they're jumping all the way to, I love you, and I'm like, whoa, that's a huge jump, you know?
Well, it means different, because
it's this whole thing.
It's a language thing too.
It's a language thing. But you know, we start, I mean, at least most of the time, at least in my generation, it started off with, hey, I kind of like you. Would you like to go and have a soda? Yeah.
It's the same way, but love is just something that, you know, in a different language, even for me, like when I meet someone and like dating or something like that, it's so much easier to say I love you in a foreign language than it is to say in your home tongue language, like your mother tongue, because it just carries like so much more weight and stuff, right? So like for me in a foreign language, I could say love like, you know, easy peasy, right?
Right.
But no, I mean, for me back then, I was totally like that. And I told you the story about my parents just, I got slapped so hard by my mom when she heard me say that I love this girl when I was like in 5th grade or something. She slapped me so hard, she's like, I don't ever want to hear you say that again until you actually know what love is. And so then I just became deathly afraid of the word, and I never said it for a very long time. But, you know, I remember I was dating, like a guy, like everyone in my class growing up, like we just dated. I remember in one year, I think I had like 6 different girlfriends in that one year. So because it was like, oh no, that didn't work out. And then try this, because everyone was like confessing like their love for each other. It was not like this at all.
Yeah.
And so for me,
hey, I proposed to my third grade teacher.
Yeah. So the thing is that for us to try to understand, but it is, so it's interesting seeing a different way of childhood, and I think that this movie could be very important for someone that is growing up, that has these feelings, and then sees, you know, how it plays out, and it's like, oh, but maybe if I could, you know, not take things, because one of the big lessons here too is not jumping to conclusions.
Right.
And in so many movies, how many movie plots would never happen if no one jumped to conclusions?
Yep.
And just talk about it and just ask, hey, was that hug really
Hey,
a hug that I thought it was?
Yeah, I saw you and so-and-so hanging out. Are you a thing? Rather than assuming.
Yeah, so many movies would be deleted if no one assumed anything. And so it's a lesson that I think humans just in general across the world have issues with, because we're so afraid to face a truth that might be that we don't want to consider that we actually need to find out. But knowing is a lot better than not knowing, so you have to go and take your shot. And I think this movie is about that. Like, go and take your shot and don't over-assume. So.
And I think the whole element, rejection and, you know, some ridicule from your peers and so forth, everybody is on the same playing field. So rejection is, you know, you need to learn to decide on how that's going to happen, because you're going to get rejection in lots of different ways, not only just in love, but in job and other things and so forth. So that's going to happen. So you have to learn how to deal with that. And the better you can, the easier it becomes.
I think that was a big step for him too when he proposed to Anisha. Because he knew she was married. So that proposal was like, I know it's coming and it's gonna hurt so bad. But then when she said it, he's like, oh, my life isn't over. And it's like, he took this breath, and it was like this first time, it was like almost that he was breathing, and then he was just so much lighter, and he was feeling free, because it's like rejection did not end his world. And it was a rejection that he knew was going to come, because she's married, she has 2 kids, you know, well, one on the way, and you know. So anyway, I also really liked it. I thought he was an amazing actor. I liked his acting here. I mean, of course, he played a really good role in Tourist Family. By the way, shout out for the cameos. Loved it. Goosebumps. Really good. Didn't even expect it. But his acting in that was a good character. We never knew his name. I think he was just known as like the drunk guy, the alcoholic. But you know, he
recapped he shows just how good of an alcoholic.
But he stood up and he gave a speech at the funeral service there, and by just that speech alone, I'm like, yeah, I mean, that was really emotional, very touching. And so here it was, you know, we got to see much more of his acting chops, and I thought he did a really good job. And also the actress, I'm gonna have to look up her name, because I don't know if I've seen anything of her before.
We have. She did look a little familiar to me. I mean, she looked familiar. I'm just saying that. I can't remember her name, so I'm sorry.
But anyway, she did an amazing job. But both of them going to the school year days, they seemed so young, like how they were acting, their manners. Like I was just like, especially when they were crossing each other in the hallways, I'm like, these are 2 different complete actors, but they're not. Like they were just acting young, and something about them like made them seem so childish.
Dress
before.
And
the
sure
dress, the hairstyling, and all that. I mean,
Yep.
he was obviously shaved,
right?
But still, it was like a little
Very
bit
well
of that.
done.
It was good, and I don't know. I liked a lot of the messages, so I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10.
I am going to give it a 9 out of 10 too. I did enjoy this very, very much. So yeah, I'm looking forward to more of these actors and hopefully more from this director.
Yeah,
so,
Madan, I think it's.
Yeah.
Anyway, so thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you liked the video too, and let us know in the comments, what did you think? What would you rate it? And what does A in Flames mean? I totally forgot. I don't remember.
How many guys, I'd like to hear from some of the folks out there. You can catch them in the comments for me. In the comments, how many of you truly identify with, maybe a guy could identify with the girl's side of that equation, or a guy could identify with the guy, because it seemed at a certain point there was almost a twisting, like she was more what I would think of as more the proactive one in kind of searching out, because he was kind of playing all shy and coy and everything,
Maybe
and
the
she was
filmy stereotypes, it went against that, which is
Right.
actually really nice that it goes against the tropes, because her character, her love story, in the past, didn't revolve around him at all. It didn't have him in it at all. I mean, they had these like little bump-ins where we knew the stories were connected, and you could call those out. But the thing is that he wasn't involved in that story at all. So when we were talking about her love interest, it was specifically from her point of view, and we got to follow her through that. And I thought that was great that they didn't like have
Just
him
focus on
involved multiple times, and then that he was actually part of her story, but it was something that he forgot or something. You know, so I love that they had their two complete separate stories, and they didn't get intertwined. So it really broke a trope. In
so
that
I'd
regard.
like to hear from some of our viewers and everything that. Who did you kind of identify with? You know, have you been in that kind of situation? And you know, what did you think? Do you think that this was pretty accurate? You know, so.
And if you like this video and you want to see more videos like these, then please be sure to subscribe, share, and upvote the video by slapping the like button.